Before viewing properties, it's worthwhile doing some research to make sure that they have the potential to be a good investment. You don't want to buy something just because the price looks good. If you'd like to know what research I carry out before viewing properties, then stay tuned, watch this video to the end as I explain all. Hi, I'm Andy Walker from Monoperty.com, where I blog online about my journey as a property investor and landlord, sharing what works for me and what doesn't to help you start or expand your property portfolio. I didn't carry out much research on the first investment I made. I simply chose a location, which was an area that I hoped to live in someday, jumped online, looked for a property that I thought provided the best value for money compared to others that were up for sale at the time, and that was it. Thankfully it worked out well, but I was lucky because it could have gone wrong. Even though the estate agent at the time told me that the property would let quickly with tenants, I should have done my own research because the agent may have just told me what I wanted to hear because they work for the seller and not for the buyer. However, I now have plenty of experience and I'm now going to run through the list of things that I check when I shop for a property. Some of these may seem obvious to you, but it's important that they're all considered. And before I start, there's one thing that I want you to know, and that's this. There's no such thing as the perfect property. You'll never make a start if you look for the perfect property. The idea here is to look for a good property. I mentioned in my origin video that I would do my best to reassure you that property investing does not have to be high risk. And this is my first video to help prove that to you. By checking these factors when looking to buy any property, it will help reduce the risk of it all going wrong. Now when it comes to investing, I'm not talking about specific towns or cities because there are good areas across the whole of the country. I'm talking about the location within those towns or cities. If you're not too familiar with the area, then you need to spend time visiting and talking to people who know the area well, like estate agents and letting agents. Check to see if there are big businesses nearby, like supermarkets and popular chain stores, universities and hospitals. These are not just good for convenience, because they're also good for finding potential tenants as well. Find out how far the nearest bus stop and train station is, because there are plenty of people that use these services to commute to work, do their shopping and visit friends. How far away are the nearest schools, and what grades did they receive on their most recent inspection? This can easily be checked online, and it's worth finding out because there are plenty of parents that look for areas with good schools. Check there's a rental demand for the area and for the type of property that you're looking to buy. You can do this by contacting several letting agents and listening to what they have to say. If you're considering buying a 3-bedroom house in that area, then tell them, because they may tell you that they struggle to let 3 beds in that area, whereas 2-bedroom properties go very quickly. Hopefully all the letting agents will give you a similar answer and you'll have more confidence that it's a good area to invest. Also, check out the competition online. How many other properties of this type are available and how long have they been vacant? Are there signs of other investors or the local authority making improvements to the local area? Because if there are, it's likely to have a positive impact to the value of that area in the near future. This may not be critical depending on the location, but it's a good to have because not having parking can put some people off. Are the vendors asking for a realistic price for the condition of the property compared to recent sales? This can easily be checked by using popular online property portals like Zoopla, Rightmove and On the Market here in the UK. Do you expect to see growth in the short to mid-term based on previous sales if there are no signs of regeneration in the area? If you're looking to invest in a flat or an apartment, there's a couple of additional areas that you should check too. Check to see how many years are left on the lease, because it will affect the value of the property as it will cost you money to extend that lease. And if you're not a cash buyer, the length of that lease, particularly if it's short, may restrict your eligibility to some mortgage lenders. And lastly, you will need to know the price of any ground rent or service charges, because the cost of these will have to be added to your expense column when you work out the numbers. And the good news is, most of these can be researched from home by using the internet and the phone. And you will save yourself a lot of time if you check these before you arrange any viewings. If you have any questions about anything that I've covered in this video, then please leave a comment in the box below or head over to monoperty.com/research. Please like and share this video if you found it useful, and if it's your first time to this channel, then please click that big red subscribe button so you won't miss any of my future videos, which are all geared towards helping you start or improve your property business. Thank you for watching, keep up the good work, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.